price level will increase. Because that's the part that is right. Am I right? So every time the price increase, the individual would no longer would like to purchase that good. And he would find another good that will be a substitute for that good. And that is the substitute effect of high good. Every time that a good has a substitute effect, the demand for a good of a certain good is divided into the substitute good. And the GDP is much affected by that. In here GDP is much more likely going down because of the certain effects, certain determinants, certain elements that lower the GDP. Just like the TV or the movies, many people would prefer to buy the cinema than to watch cinema or buy original movies. That pirated movie is not included in the GDP because GDP only record those who build those products that is registered with the government or even in private companies. Unlike the pirated DVDs that is sold in the market.
Sample tayo kung mayroong 10 output tapos kailangan na 5 input para magawa yung 10 output, magiging input ko is 2. So ito yung input ko. Tapos yung So price per production cost is total input cost over total output. So, ganyan siya pag-equal. So, pag babaguhin natin ito, mag-assume tayo na gagawin natin itong 20. Tapos ito same lang. So, ang lalabas, pag dito sa price per production cost, pag ganun pa rin siya, tataas yung, bababa yung price per production cost from 1 to 5. So, pag ganito, ibig sabihin, nag-i-increase yung aggregate supply kasi bumababa yung price per production cost. No. 4 minutes na.
I am Lester Gian Dioma from BS COE 33, reporting about fiscal policy.
Fiscal policy. Fiscal policy consists of deliberate changes in government spending and tax collection designed to achieve full employment, control inflation, and encourage economic growth. There are two types of fiscal policy. First is the expansionary fiscal policy, and the second is the contractionary fiscal policy. First, we discuss the expansionary fiscal policy. Expansionary fiscal policy has three options. First is the increase in government spending, second is the tax reduction, and the third is the combination of both. Increase in government spending. Sufficient increase in government spending shift an economy's aggregate demand curve to the right. We recall GDP is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M. C is equal to household consumption and expenditures. I is equal to gross domestic investment. G is equal to government expenditures. X minus M is equal to net export. Therefore, increase in G, where government expenditures, is equal to increase in GDP, gross domestic product. Second is a tax reduction. When the government lowers the tax, the purchasing power will rise, so does the GDP. C is equal to function of YD, where YD is disposable income. YD is equal to personal income minus personal taxes. Therefore, the decrease in taxes increase in the disposable income. When the income increases, the household consumption will also increases. And the household consumption expenditure increases, so does the GDP. The third one in the expansionary fiscal policy is the combined government increase in spending and the tax reduction. Each of those policies will solve recession, how much more if they're combined. When the increase in government spending is combined with the tax reduction, it will greatly increase the GDP. The other fiscal policy is the contractionary fiscal policy. Contractionary fiscal policy is the exact opposite of the expansionary fiscal policy. A restrictive or contractionary fiscal policy may help control a demand pull inflation. There are three options in the contractionary fiscal policy. First is the decreased government spending. Second is the increased taxes. Second is the combination of the decreased government spending and the increase in taxes. Decrease in government spending. Sufficient decrease in government spending shift an economy's aggregate demand curve to the left. We recall that GDP is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Therefore, a decrease in G will result in the decrease in the GDP. Second is the increased taxes. When the government increases the tax, the purchasing power will go down, so does the GDP. We recall that C is equal to function of YD, where YD is disposable income. Therefore, in the increase in taxes will result in the decrease in YD, and the decrease in YD will result in the decrease in the C, or the household consumption expenditures. And the decrease in C will result in the decrease in the GDP. The third in the contractionary fiscal policy is the combined government decrease in spending and increased taxes. The combination of those two will greatly decrease the GDP. Problems, criticism, and complications. Government may encounter a number of significant problems in enacting and applying fiscal policy. The first is the problem of timing. Several problems of timing may arise in connection with the fiscal policy. First is the recognition lag. The recognition lag is the time between the beginning of recession or inflation and the certain awareness that is actually happening. This lag arises because of the difficulty in predicting the future course of economic activity. Although forecasting tools such as index of leading indicators provide clues to the direction of the economy may be 4 or 6 months into recession or inflation before the pack appear in relevant statistics and is acknowledged. Meanwhile, the economic downside or the inflation may become more serious than it would have if the situation had been identified and acted on sooner. Second is the administrative lag. The wheels of democratic government turn slowly. There will typically be a significant lag between the time the need for fiscal action is recognized and the time action is taken. Third is the operational lag. A lag also occurs between the time fiscal action is taken and the time that action affecting output, employment, or the price level. Although changes in tax rates can be put into effect relatively quickly, government spending on public works requires slow planning periods and even longer periods on construction. Consequently, discretionary fiscal policy has increasingly relied on tax changes rather than changes in spending as its main tool.
And that covers all my report. Thank you and thank you for watching.